The biggest mistake I see luxury agents make is following up with leads at random times instead of using data to know exactly when prospects are ready to talk. And this single mistake is costing agents hundreds of thousands in lost commissions every single year. I've been working exclusively with luxury real estate agents for over a decade. I've helped agents double their closing rates, and today I want to share with you the one strategy that separates million-dollar producers from everyone else. But first, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you called a lead and they actually picked up excited to hear from you? If you're like most agents, it's been a while. And there's a very specific reason why. Here's what I keep seeing over and over again. Agents spend hours making random follow-up calls. They interrupt prospects during dinner with their families. They send generic just checking in messages when leads are busy at work or dealing with personal matters. And then they wonder why their follow-ups feel like cold calls. They wonder why prospects seem annoyed. They wonder why their conversion rates are so low. I had one agent tell me last week, "I feel like I'm bothering people every time I call." And you know what? She probably was, because she was calling at completely random times. Meanwhile, their competitors are closing deals left and right, and these struggling agents can't figure out what they're doing differently. Before we dive in, if you're a real estate professional selling premium properties and you're tired of wasting time on bad timing, I want to invite you to check out the next video on your screen or linked in the description below after this video ends, where I break down the exact system my top clients use to identify optimal contact windows. But here's what those successful competitors know that most agents don't. They know exactly when each lead is most likely to respond. They've cracked the code on timing, and it's giving them an unfair advantage. See, every single lead you have leaves digital breadcrumbs. They visit your website at 2 a.m., looking at properties in their pajamas. They open your emails during lunch breaks. They click on listing photos while commuting home from work. This behavioral data tells you everything you need to know about when to reach out. Let me give you some real examples from my clients. When Sarah opens your property emails every Tuesday at 9 a.m., like clockwork, that's not a coincidence. That's her routine. That's when she's thinking about real estate. So that's exactly when you call Sarah. When Marcus clicks on luxury listings every Friday evening after 6 p.m., he's not just browsing randomly. He's winding down from his week, he's in a good mood, and he's mentally preparing for weekend house hunting. That's when you reach out to Marcus. When Jennifer visits your website every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and spends 20 minutes looking at waterfront properties, she's probably having her coffee, relaxing, and dreaming about her future home. Perfect time for a soft, consultative call. It's not rocket science. It's just smart timing based on actual data instead of guesswork. But here's what's crazy to me. Most agents have access to all this information through their CRM, their website analytics, their email platforms, and they completely ignore it. They're sitting on a goldmine of behavioral data and wondering why their follow-ups feel like interruptions instead of welcome conversations. It's like having a treasure map and choosing to dig random holes instead of following the directions. The top 1% of agents I work with don't guess when to contact leads. They don't cross their fingers and hope for good timing. They use AI-powered systems to track these patterns automatically and reach out when prospects are most receptive. One of my clients, Robbie Rodriguez in Miami, increased her connection rate by 340% in just 60 days by implementing this system. Another client, David Hammett in Los Angeles, closed an additional $2.3 million in luxury listings last quarter because he stopped calling at random times and started calling at optimal times. Now, this goes beyond just phone calls. The same principle applies to your emails, your text messages, even your social media engagement. When you know someone is most active and receptive, that's when you engage across all channels. For example, if you know a lead typically opens emails at 8 a.m. but clips on social media posts at 7 p.m., you can time your email campaigns for morning delivery and schedule your Instagram content to go live in the evening when they're most likely to engage. This creates multiple touch points throughout their day, but each touch point happens when they're naturally thinking about real estate, not when you happen to remember to follow up. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds complicated, or I don't have time to analyze all this data. And I get it. That's exactly why the most successful agents use automated systems to do this work for them. The technology exists today to track all these patterns automatically and even send you alerts when leads are showing high engagement signals. You don't have to become a data scientist. You just need to use the right tools. And that's exactly what I teach in my AI Elite Follow-Ups Blueprint. It's a comprehensive system that shows you how to set up automated behavioral tracking, how to interpret the data, and how to time your outreach for maximum response rates. We cover everything from the basic setup to advanced strategies like seasonal timing patterns and life event triggers. If you're a real estate professional selling premium properties and you're tired of wasting time on bad timing, I want to invite you to check out the next video on your screen or linked in the description below, where I break down the exact system my top clients use to identify optimal contact windows. Remember, every minute you spend calling leads at the wrong time is a minute your competitors are using to close deals at the right time. Don't let another opportunity slip away because of bad timing. Click that link below, and I'll see you in the next video.